Hey everyone! Ever wondered what would happen if you could use 100% of your brain? Sounds like you'd unlock some superhuman powers, right? Well, today we're diving deep into that idea, and I promise the reality is way more fascinating than the myth. Stick with me, and let's uncover the truth about your brain's true potential. Hit that like button and subscribe if you're ready to boost your brain power with some amazing facts. The popular idea, 100% brain power equals superhuman? So, you've probably heard this before. If we could use 100% of our brain, we'd become instant geniuses, have photographic memory, maybe even develop mind control or super speed. It's a fun concept that movies like Limitless and Lucy love to play with. Who wouldn't want to unlock the full potential of their mind and gain crazy powers? But here's the catch. This idea that we only use a small fraction of our brain and the rest is untapped potential? It's a total myth. Yep, you heard me right. The whole 10% brain use thing? Completely wrong. But don't worry, the real science behind your brain is actually way cooler than any Hollywood script. What's really going on in your brain? Let's talk about what actually happens in your brain. Thanks to modern science and tools like MRI and PET scans, we can literally see your brain in action. And guess what? You're already using all of it, just not all at once. Here's how it works. Different parts of your brain activate depending on what you're doing. Solving a puzzle? Your logic and reasoning areas are working hard. Feeling emotional? Your limbic system is taking charge. Dancing or exercising? Your motor cortex is all lit up. But, and this is important, they don't all work simultaneously, and that's a good thing. If you tried to use 100% of your brain at the same time, it wouldn't be a superhero moment. It'd be more like your phone trying to run every app at once. It would totally crash. In fact, when too much of the brain is active at once, that's what happens during a seizure. Not exactly the superpower we were hoping for, right? The myth's origins. So, where did this myth about using just a small part of our brain come from? Well, some say it might have started with a famous psychologist, William James, in the early 1900s. He talked about humans not reaching their full potential, and somehow that got twisted into the idea that we only use 10% of our brains. Add in some early misconceptions in neuroscience, like when scientists didn't fully understand the roles of certain brain regions, and it's easy to see how the myth snowballed. Before we knew it, Hollywood ran with it because it makes for a great movie plot. What if you could use 100% of your brain? Now, let's play along for a second. What if you could use 100% of your brain at once? Would you become a genius with superhuman abilities? Probably not. As cool as that sounds, your brain just doesn't work that way. Instead of giving you powers, it would be like overloading an electrical circuit and blowing a fuse. Not the result we want. The truth is, your brain's strength lies in its efficiency. It switches different parts on and off based on what you need at the moment. This is actually what makes it so powerful. It can prioritize and focus on tasks, which is way better than trying to do everything at once. The real superpower, neuroplasticity. Here's the best part. Even though we're not unlocking some hidden 90% of our brain, you can still improve how well you use it. The brain is incredibly adaptable, and with practice, you can train it to work even better. This concept is called neuroplasticity, and it's basically like a workout for your brain. Every time you learn something new, whether it's playing an instrument, studying a language, or practicing mindfulness, you're actually rewiring your brain to be more efficient. So, while we're not gaining superpowers, we're constantly improving, which is pretty amazing in its own right. Final thoughts. Your brain is already incredible. So, the next time someone asks, what if we used 100% of our brain? You'll know the real answer. We're already using all of it, just not at the same time, and that's exactly how it should be. But the cool part? You can always improve how effectively you use your brain by challenging it with new experiences and learning. If you enjoyed this dive into brain science, hit that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you don't miss the next episode. Let's keep exploring and leveling up our knowledge together.